Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday, or what's known as prequel to Friday. And I hope everyone's doing great. I know we are just having one heck of a day over here in Girl World. And so I want to make sure that we just get in straight away. We're going to go over to a channel called Looney Tubes, and we're going to check out the live stream that Foodie Beauty did last night. And obviously I feel that Foodie felt that she was pretty Teflon, and that she was not going to be hit by the same terms of service. Oh, thank you. Terms of Thank you, Watch. Terms of service violations that Amber Lynn Reed had found herself in. Quirky Love Rosie, I believe Hungry Fat Chick. There's been lots and lots of different channels. Make sure you hit the likes when you come on up, guys. I know lots of people are talking about this topic today. And Jennifer came in. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah. Hey, I've been kind of off and on in Girl World, just busy. And obviously, I understood that YouTube was kind of cracking down on these terms of service, which is why I kind of I had looked over them. I had always come out when we ever had discussed any of her eating content. I often had registered dietitians with me. I gave trigger warnings on her content. And if she's trying to say that she has never done anything that indicates that she is harming herself, then that is probably one of the most blatant lies, or she is absolutely, in my professional opinion, and these are just my opinions only, this is educational purposes, entertainment purposes, and even though I am a registered nurse, very close to becoming a nurse educator, just about to finish my last actual online class for my grad school, and then it's my clinicals, and then I've graduated with my master's of science in nursing as a nurse educator. So I obviously am somebody from a healthcare perspective, am excited to finally see that YouTube is taking the time, because I understand it's not only Girl World content, but content like fitness channels that probably are ones that are promoting people using not really fitness, just, use of anabolic steroids, trend, and all these really young people, young guys, young girls, taking anabolic steroids and cycling and doing all this stuff. That's not fitness, okay? That's the people that do that type of extreme, any type of extreme that you do is going to exert and stress on the body that the body is not going to be able to manage as well. And it's going to have repercussions at the end of the day. And most of the repercussions for any of these people doing any of these activities is early mortality. And I don't think YouTube wants to be shown to its advertisers and to the courts of law, and I think that's what's cycling around, that they are supporting in any way and financing people and their addictions and their problematic behaviors that are untreated and completely for everybody to see on the platform, and children even. I mean, it's just wild. So yeah, yay! Finally, she demonetized. Her own fault at her age and weight, with all her health problems. She should have retired with hundreds of thousands of base investments. Yes, but like any good addict, she has absolutely blown through her cash, because that's what addicts do. Addicts do not manage their money well. So yeah. Happy Christmas, everybody. Hi, happy. Yeah, I know. The girls are demonetized. Well, I kind of, I always put trigger warnings out on my content. Anybody who used to follow me back in the day, I always, and I, as a healthcare professional, I think I felt like I said everything at the time that I could say about how dangerous, and I had reported her content multiple times to YouTube. I felt that somebody who was an unmanaged, uncontrolled type 2 diabetic, having her platform and sitting there with known ailments, that she was not managing, and then sitting there and eating like hubcaps filled with rice and stuff, was just like, yeah, that's really not a good thing. It's just not what anybody should be promoting. And the fact that they were making so much money and then having these kind of fetish people and I mean, I don't know who these folks are, but all the followers who are supporting and then, promoting this content. It's just like, oh my God, what world do I live in? And how, as a healthcare professional, do we kind of, meet and combat this? I mean, and then she shows up absolutely pie high, you know, on losing her job, because I think really what happened. Yeah, give us a like when you come in, and that's really just so people know I'm here. And I just want to make sure I get to everyone. Hey, Brianna, and puppies are in the background. Stop the smoking and vaping. Yes, you'll never see. I don't smoke or vape, so you won't see me doing that. Worst habit I have is adopting dogs from the shelter. That's my addiction. I've only got 2. If I had a bigger property and more money, the pack would grow for sure, and more time. So I think that's the problem, is that healthy, I mean, for some channels, yes, healthy habits are promoted, but I think for a good part, people love a drama, people love a mess. And I think she is being delusional on purpose, in order to not really take responsibility, which is not shocking. Foodie will never take responsibility. And I mean, lucky her, she has a she has a mental health appointment. So yeah. My Bernard says, I'm actually surprised this happened. She seemed, they were getting people. And I heard that there were people also in the Netherlands who were losing their channels. And it's not just Girl World. They are not the only community that is being affected by YouTube's final sort of YouTube doesn't do anything unless it's a business decision. I'm always going to say this. I think every one of these girls taking it personally is just, part of their, in my professional opinion and my thoughts, just they're kind of like, everyone. I'm a registered nurse. People don't know. I think I already said that. Anyway, if you're coming into the chat, but anyway, it's just kind of like they feel it's like a personal slight. It's all about them. When it wasn't affecting Chantal and it was only affecting Amberlynn and the other channels, she didn't care. In fact, she doubled down on her type of content. I must say, like, hey, look, I'm untouchable. Look at me. I can, have people send me $40 for a pizza. That's not what YouTube wants to be promoting on its platform. And for her to say it's just normal eating and stuff, no, you're a 500-pound plus type 2 diabetic who just a couple of weeks ago was talking about the fact that you would be not living in Canada long enough to receive your health care. So, yeah, hot mess. Oh, your comment goofed up? Your apologies? Oh, well, you're fine. No cooking shows? I don't know. So she went over to the couples channel, obviously. She had a therapy appointment today. We're going to check out a video from the Looney Tube's channel, and I'll make sure to link their channel so you can watch this video in my description box. And I'll just link that here too, so you can actually give some love to the actual creator who created this video and pared down Chantel's live stream and improved the sound, because the sound was awful. As everyone knows, she came out, she put out some posts that said she wants $150 for going live, and that she has no money to pay her bills. And of course, she lost any paycheck that would be coming out from the 21st onwards of December. So any money that she earned and, dry begged hard from her visas finances to help her set up her apartment, all of that money, if they did it through YouTube, her YouTube visa memberships, all her AdSense, anything that was accumulated in the month of November, and she probably could see that money was, about to be paid in 10 days, 10 to 12 days. So right before Christmas, like perfect timing for the holidays, that Foodie Beauty, let me make this a little bit better balance at the moment. Foodie Beauty lost her money. And it's probably a fair amount. And so now I don't believe I've never had it that I've donated money to a channel and then had that money be taken away by YouTube. Like, um, so I don't know if the people will have their monies returned or it just gets, YouTube probably just like, yep, thank you. So all the Beezers who've sent her money and also sent her money in December and all the December money she's earned is also all going to be denied to Foodie. So she's going to be having to really dry beg hard for anything for Christmas. And I understand with the apartment, the 2 months free is not free, completely. It's like just you don't have to pay for it for 2 months, but you owe the balance of everything in month 3. So you've got 2 months to like get it together and make a bunch of money and then pay for that apartment. So she will owe close to 7,000 Canadian dollars for that apartment come February. Or she could break her lease. And I understand that's not cheap either. So, and she's not been long enough with the apartment to really have built up a relationship where they feel that she's a good tenant and they could rent the place quickly after she leaves. And if they're doing like that, 2 months kind of get you kind of in the door type thing, then and she hasn't actually put any payment, even though she had all that money from her subscribers and her followers and all her Beezers, then she is going to be in a mess, man. She's going to be in a mess, yeah. Happened. Oh, sorry. I always thought I was going to show this comment. Hold on. There we go. I also think reaction channels should lose monetization if they do not have a professional credential. They shouldn't be given advice or comment on eating disorders. And Mike, I feel you on that because obviously I had at a time when I came in here as an RN and was, making content around Foodie and obviously a lot about her, type 2 diabetes and having registered dietitians on and pharmacists and other medical professionals in the industry. I felt it gave like some genuine validity and real, potentially some genuine information for the community. But I found like people found it boring. People like the drama. And then I always made sure to trigger warning her disordered eating and to use language and to let people know that this is what she was like. And then it became very hard for me as a medical professional to kind of even want to watch and make content around that because I didn't really want to promote it. So I found somebody else just as problematic. But I spoke with another medical professional today, and we do agree that it is important for us to have these conversations. But we have to maintain a certain level of professionalism. As much as I like to laugh and say some dumb stuff, don't you? I mean, I have some, I'm thinking I'm listening to her and I've got some things that, just like anybody in private conversation, I'd probably say, but here on a platform like YouTube, I do need to watch my language a little bit. It's not like she has known for the longest time. This is not something that she could not be completely aware that this was not going to transpire. I think that anybody who does social media and has a platform that potentially is not sort of, even I was like, and obviously I don't think that I want any other, reaction channel to lose their ability to earn a living. I think, but as far as people who are promoting things that I know as a medical professional are harmful, and to think that they potentially could make more than a hardworking CNA on the floor who works a hard 12-hour shift along with us RNs, or maybe making even more than some RNs in certain parts of the United States or even in Canada or places. It's really like, you're like, oh my God. And then she just show up in the ER in Canada without a problem. And she has so many times has shown problematic content. She doesn't clean her CPAP properly. I mean, she doesn't think that eating or showing up pie high to the sky. Hey, thanks, Angel. I appreciate you being here. We're not going to be too long today. I've got to go meet a friend for dinner, so I've got to be off of this thing by 4:30. So let's get this thing started. So I appreciate you being here because it's 32 minutes and we can chat about it in between. Her community, obviously, like I said, any of the monies that they gave, they're not potentially going to have those returned. So she's begging hard. I mean, she asked for $150 just to go live. I mean, I just always wonder, when is it that these individuals, I mean, I guess that she just rounds up the loneliest people and they are happy to send her money in order to maintain this relationship. They don't care what it costs, even if it costs her channel. Because they encourage the conversations around food. So her visas are as much of a problem as she is. And I think that YouTube is potentially looking at the communities as a whole. I think that when they are considering this situation, and I don't know if and I listen to a lot of other creators, and I don't know if anybody's mentioned this, but because everything is done by AI and it's probably looking for certain terms or certain things in thumbnails or certain things, that if it actually doesn't look at what the chat says itself and people who are members of her community, because it's very easy for them to track who's paying to be part of their community and what type of posts are they putting everywhere. It could be in the live streams, that her entire chat encourages her to go out and eat. And she talks about not getting proper medical care and type 2 diabetes and how she has BED and all sorts of things. She's talked about all these things in the past and her mental health and having depression and everything under the sun. And if she doesn't think that, then the use of rugs and the use of food as a rug is not self-harm content, then like I said, she's delusional. All right, let's get this video started.
I was talking to myself. There's my PayPal pinned. Thank you. Hey, Chris Makers. You just made a Twitch? I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I have an appointment tomorrow, 9:30. And yeah. Hey, my cry face. Cynthia, hello. How are you feeling anyway? Well, Nina.
She sounds so irritated. And it's actually an appointment that is most likely beneficial with everything that she has going on. I think it would be really helpful, in my professional thoughts, these are just my opinions only, for her to sit down and actually think about a good game plan. I do not believe, in my estimation, I think it's going to be very hot. This is the crux of the issue. Amber and Chantel, quirky, she's a little, I've always said she seems a little bit more resilient and able to pivot and hasn't been as ingrained in this sort of YouTube girl world and large audiences and all this money. I mean, all this easy money for really very little effort. Very little effort. I mean, this audience has paid for years now, for her to lie in this position, sealing and eating food on their dime, because their AdSense money, their views. I mean, obviously, I'm trying to watch through another channel in order for her not to get money. I mean, that's the best thing that I can do, is to make sure that she doesn't get money to feed her addictions. And she has multiple, which is not unusual. Most people who have addictions will have multiple addictions. And so I actually hope, but she's so narcissistic and she's so oppositionally defiant in my professional estimation. I was trained to be in psychiatric NP, so I've studied a lot of psychiatry, not psychology. Okay, very different. I mean, not, but yes, because psychiatry, I deal more with actual, treatment, diagnosis, and were dealt with actually medicating, medication use and so forth. Therapy. I would not actually give therapy, but would probably refer the person to therapy. And she desperately needs all sorts of addiction therapy at this time. And to act so sort of like, and YouTube took her channel down one time before, and it did not. I mean, popping on the Muslim costume, which it's a costume for her. It's not because she has true religious beliefs in my thought. This is just a way for her to hide her identity or to get away with her stuff on YouTube. But they're looking at whatever has been said in this chat too, and it's all influenced by food. So it's not just Chantel, it's everything that her community. And when she's sanitizing out the comments and she's leaving just the ones that are promoting her behaviors as being positive, I don't think YouTube likes that.
Just discouraged. I feel like I keep like just getting knocked down with stuff, you know? Hey, Missy Med, welcome. Hey, down, come on. No dreams. Yes, someone paid. Hey, oh my God. No. I'm trying to think of where I can put the TV. Like lock it in a closet because I want to mount it. Poor kitty, why? No, poor kitty. I'm sorry, but yeah, poor kitty. You don't
see. Chantel can't even tolerate a cat having more sympathy being given to it than her. And she is the human being in the room. And that's what is just so trifling about this individual, and where it's just the deep narcissism lies. Because narcissists can't have anybody else have a light shine on them, not even a cat. Just like her situation is so dire. It's only dire because she has no skill sets. She has, fortunately, if she really did take the time to really deeply get herself in therapy and offline, she'd probably find that her family, which seems to be a very kind family, would support her. But I feel that, when you have these types of personality types, it's going to be very difficult. And I just find it abhorrent that these BSNs just keep supporting it. And they probably are people with the same issues. So they just feel like they're all flocking together, And I've heard that possibly she's doing a collab with French Fried Girl. Oh, gosh. Just wow. It's just like, I'm kind of glad. I mean, she should be demonetized for the mouth and for the scam that she pulled. It's just, there's so many reaction channels that are in different types of communities. And I do some of the retirement folks that are completely lying about how they got their retirement money and are trying to sell these like false narratives to people. And there's so many of them out here. And so you have to, but people, her BSNs are just to blame. And the reason to blame, and they'll end up probably screwing up the new channel too. All right, keep going, Chantel. I can talk forever.
care about the kitty because you clearly don't care about her livelihood. Her source of income for treats and stuff got taken away. I swear people have no brain. Like, if you cared about the cat, you wouldn't. Okay, we need more blocking. Yeah. You care? Kick.
This is an anecdotal story, but I had a friend for a very long time, since, very young, since my teenage years. And we are no longer friends, just to preface this. There was a good reason for it too. Anyway, she was, and I don't want to disparage people about size or anything, but I just kind of want to parlay. She was considered not to be as an attractive woman when she was young. She was a little on the larger side, and she wasn't, traditionally pretty. And so she had a real struggle. Hopefully I'm saying this nicely. She had a real struggle with, getting male attention without her somewhat paying for it. So she had inherited a large amounts of money from her family, her father passed away, not her father, her grandfather, apologies, and left her a large inheritance. And she spent it all on these guys that she was seeking attentions from. And the funny thing is, the one guy she really wanted attentions from, he was trying to date me, not to be braggish, but and I wasn't the one spending any money on him. I mean, she paid for a surf trip to Costa Rica for this guy. I mean, we're talking thousands of dollars and would never expect a penny back. But this would be the same type of person that she would go out with you on your birthday to breakfast, like at a cheap place, and not even offer to buy you breakfast on your birthday. That type of friend. I literally had to have her stay home in my home in Mexico for free for months. And I don't think she even offered to take me out to dinner. But she did reciprocate in the end, because I ended up having to stay in her house when I came back to the States. But she was wanting me to pay for something. I'm thinking, I had to stay for months in my home in Mexico. You didn't offer anything. You didn't lift a finger. I had a housekeeper. Didn't pay a dime. And it kind of reminds me of Foodie Beauty. This type of person will do everything for a guy. And then when it comes to her female friends or for women around her, won't do a dang thing. just it's a certain, and so I just wonder if her greatest concern is her loss of the men that she thinks are there for her, who aren't. Out the money. And you should be grateful that this happened while you're behind was sat in Canada, girl. Then in Syria, they could have just packed you up and driven you to the airport straight away. At least last time they gave you a party. Because I don't think Salah would tolerate you without money. It's probably just cheaper rent. Maybe it's because you give him a certain amount of money and it covers everything, more or less. But I'm sure you're still paying for your food.
I think I should go to
You know, money, girl.
Okay, let me research it for like a day. Hey, Mahi.
Hey,
there was a snowstorm today, so I didn't go out, but I will. Okay, he's a suspect. So glad you got on. It's pretty bummed out that I'm not in good spirits. Are you kidding me? You didn't say. I have to figure out something. I'll do it tomorrow when I have a clear mind. I'm so tired. No, you don't have to do that, Mahi. Keep your hard-earned cash. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's going to. I'm putting it towards rent then. No, I'm just kidding. That's like my priority is rent, obviously, because I don't think that they pay you. Thanks, Nina. Outings and live streams or vlogs. No, we can't eat at all.
The pity party here is huge. Oh, that's a great screenshot, Chantal. That's a good Paul's story. I mean, she's pie high anyway. What a great way to show up after you just lost your job on your employer's job site. Show up with full addictions raging. Because I'm sure what happened was she had finished whatever she wanted to do for the day. She knew she had her appointment in the morning. She's like, let me just settle down, get some good edibles in me, and, passy out, because she's so unhappy in her life that she's got nothing to do in the evening. I got to keep an eye on the time because I got to go out to dinner with a friend. It's Christmas time. We got good happy hours tonight. And I got stuff to do. So, I mean, I don't have a huge social life like I used to, but I still try to keep active and catch up with friends and get out to, nice happy hours at good restaurants that are affordable and fun, and get out early. So I'm not, it's Christmas. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to this live stream today and just chatting and catching up about what's this all going on, because I know everybody is streaming today. So I appreciate all of you who are with me. Just hit the like so that people know. So that everybody, every reaction channel in the Foodieverse is talking about this topic. And it's just going to be nonstop because, Amberlynn and the others were big losing. But Chantel really is the second, was the last girl standing. And now she's been knocked off her pedestal. But you and your pieces are the cause of this, Chantal. It's all of you. I mean, I know all of us have tried to report you for years. So maybe they did have some evidence for these AIs to go off of people. And maybe they did have an ability now. YouTube just finally decided to take the time to get some programmed AI to go out and look at all of these reports and start to see which were the problematic channels. Because I reported for self-harm multiple times and was just so frustrated that YouTube never followed terms of service. And your beezers, I mean, you can all sit there and commiserate and this, that, and the other, but you're still sitting over there on a monetized channel. If you haven't hit my poll yet, let me know whether or not you think YouTube will take the beezer channel down too. She just won't make the same amount of money. She shouldn't be making this much money doing this anyway. And then asking for $150 for her folks who've just lost all that money for all that, and then they gave her all the money to move. You really are a parasite.
Yeah. I have to figure out a steady income source first, and then I can.
Oh, it's already been demonetized?
That's the thing. Like, I'm not glorifying.
Did they demonetize the Beezer channel already? Did they figure out it's all coming from her? Because YouTube doesn't like when you do some bait and switch like that. Like when you go pop yourself off in another channel to get money. Because her super thanks weren't working. I'll have to take a look at that. Wait, I'm going to keep playing, but while she's playing, I'm going to check. So has the join button disappeared from the Beezer channel? It was there earlier today.
What are you talking about? Yeah, my plate of meatloaf and mashed potatoes is kind of big. I mean, what are you going to say? Oh, well, you're fat, so
what happened?
If you have two slices of meatloaf there, that can kill you. So you have to.
Chantal, I think you're going to have to take a moment for self-reflection, which I doubt is going to seriously happen. If anything, that the Christmas Grinch of YouTube has sent you is possibly a moment to have some, hitting bottom. But your beezers bail you out a lot, girl, so you don't ever quite hit bottom. And these folks, I mean, one of them doesn't even have heat in her home. That's what I was saying the other day. These people would be on a cardboard box on the side of the street and still sending this lady money. It's insane in my estimation. I mean, this is it's wild. I'm trying to pick my words carefully. But there's a certain level of, there's codependency between her and these beezers, obviously, built over the years. And they all have joined up on the channel already, Oh, they just are the worst because they support it. YouTube needs to get them off the platform.
Many videos of you eating too many things, so
you're
not allowed to.
A membership.
You've been on YouTube for 7 years now.
Hold on.
That's
I
it.
can see that.
No, Mike.
I can see that. The only thing that wasn't working yesterday, Mrs. Muerta, you got the membership there. So awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Laura. You're so kind always. You are so kind. Thank you. And thank you for the buy me a coffee the other day too. It's well appreciated. Puppies got treats today from the store. That's why they're both asleep together. I don't know if you can see how cute they are lying on top of each other. But let me show. Let me make it be big for just a second so you can see how cute the puppies look. I'm going to just hide you, Laurie. Thank you so much. That was really sweet and generous. Look at that. Look at how they're so cute asleep. Sorry. They just look so cute at the moment. All right, let me hide me down. Let me see. Why am I like this? Okay. All right. Why am I not disappearing? Why am I not getting small? I'm going to come off and come back on. Oh, no. Oh, I know why. Hold on. There we go. Haven't used StreamYard in a while. Well, thank you, Laurie. That was really sweet. Merry Christmas, too. Mrs. Muerta says Teardrop borrows $5 a month from her son to be a beezer while she freezes an apartment. Yeah, that is, that's not something that seems normal. She obviously feels extremely lonely. And it's, potentially these people have, ailments or things that prevent them from being as active as they want in their lives. And so, I think anybody who's young or any of us who know that you cannot be at Chantel's size and expect that you're going to be having like the best time coming up into your old age. It's going to get harder and harder.
Really insane. Yes, it is what it is, Michelle. Because that's what they said it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I did talk about stuff like that, in the past. And, and I'll have to check my email. But anyways, I think we're gonna have to move on to a new platform. So I need a new career. No, they specifically it says in my studio for promoting like self-harm or something like that. But with the eating. Did you get an ad, Alien?
Well, I don't know if it's just the eating, Chantal. There's a lot of different things that you do that are harmful to yourself that you monetize on your platform. Or you don't even realize, but showing up the way you're showing up right this second, or in this video, in your condition, is monetizing one of your addictions, because you shouldn't be out there slurring your words. If you talk about a professional career, that's not professional.
With gingerbread houses, I'm so bummed out. I'm not stoned out of my mind slurring. I'm literally tired. It's almost midnight.
No.
Like, anyways.
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to do a quick medical. Your pupils, your filters can't even hide how dilated your pupils are as you're, sitting in light. Usually, Chantal, I know your light's a little bit dim in your apartment, but generally, if you shine a light in somebody's eyes, your pupils are going to restrict, okay? Because it doesn't want all that light in it, okay? So when you're doing a pupil equal and reactive to light test, a pull as we call it, you shine the light and then you watch for the pupils to retract because the light shine. And then once you move the light away, the pupils dilate, okay? So that's what you're looking for. Now you're already dilated where you should be a little bit more retracted because you do have some light, okay? But you're dilated, all right? Then the filter cannot even hide how red and glossy looking your eyes are. Nor is a filter going to hide they improved this video, your inability to speak, or the fact that you are slowing your words. And that's not something, for the amount of time and the length that you do it through this video, you start to look progressively worse, I'm just going to say. And your slurring and your inability to be sounding fluent in your speech is totally there. You got lots of hallmarks, girl. Just saying. I would mark you down as appearing inebriated if I was doing like my little note, if you came into my medical area. It would not be tired. Does not produce this, all of this, okay? That's not what tired produces. And to be honest, girl, what the you had to be tired from? How if to be that tired, girl, you would have had to been, doing what I have been doing, recently, and be as tired as I was last night. But no, because I was working, finishing a grad school paper late, and I've been trying to, make content and go live and take care of my dog who just had the dentist last week. So I've had a lot going on, and I work as a pediatric nurse, so I chase kids all day.
By the way, cannabis is legal in Canada. It's not an illegal substance. So it was like, okay, and
yeah, but what's that even mean? Policy about
alcohol's legal. You're not allowed to have some drinks offline and then come online and do a live stream. THC is your medication.
Are you drinking too?
Look at it as an opportunity. Yeah. The problem is with my other channel is why bother? Why bother?
Right. Just because Canada says it's not illegal doesn't mean that YouTube, as a media corporation, as an organization, doesn't have a policy. They've been trying to get the smoking and the vaping. People used to show up and do some wild stuff on YouTube back in the day. And YouTube is obviously becoming a little bit more corporate. As much as we hate it as creators hate that, And Chantal, you going on to another platform, I don't think your pieces are going to follow. They're all like middle-aged women like me.
She's in the basket. She reminds me of like a hyper ferret. She is crazy.
Oh.
Anyways, so I guess we'll see what happens.
Oh, I'm petrified that poor cat's going to burn its paws. She needs to get a piece of that big silicone rubber that you can put over the top of those hot plate stoves so that if the cat does decide to walk across it, it's not going to burn its pads, you dumbass. She's just so irritatingly I'm sorry that it does scare me. I'm going to be cursing a little bit there. Sorry. Just so impractical. She's no common sense at all. She's selfish. And the fact that these individuals support this horrendously selfish, awful human being, I still want to do a survey. I'd love to get a psychological test on all of these people. Just like we could just do like a randomized like study. You know, I could just send it out randomly to 20,000 people in girl world. Try to see if there's, correlate with the beeses. Oh, Lord.
And then if I get booted from YouTube, I guess for now Twitch, the first appeal ban. You think so, Pumpkin? I think so, Cocoa Budget. That's what I understand from Pumpy.
I think the hardcore beeses are definitely more in tune with her ceiling. I think some of the newer ones, Chantel, look at these eyes, girl, and this is filtered. You are just whacked out, girl. Ooh, if I had you show up in a medical clinic with those eyes, oh my Lord, I'd be telling the doc, look at the size of those pupils, Lord of my life. Oh my God, she's so red and glassy. If you are trying to deny that you did not come out stoned to the gills, and I mean wildly messed up when you did this live last night, you really are just the worst liar on YouTube.
If she appeals, it will absolutely be denied.
Wild.
How? You think it's from the mukbangs?
They should.
Yeah, but at least I have an audience here, Crochet, and some of them will follow. Yeah. The script.
Okay, over there, Jude. You okay? You all right? No, sorry, she's having a nightmare. She's hearing Chantel's voice. That's okay. Okay, shoot. I have a nice Ethan Allen couch under all those sheets and IKEA throw things, but you never know because it's obviously the puppy palace around here. Her treatment of that animal is disturbing to me. Just it shows a level of who she is. I'm sorry, how you treat animals shows just who you are as a character. Just the fact that I am not upset that she lost her money. I'm tired of this being rewarded because good things don't seem to get rewarded. It would be nice in 2026 if like good things could be rewarded and bad things like this weren't. But her business, I mean, she, like I said, she's got somebody who has to borrow money. She's got another one sitting in the cold.
Was it? No, Scorpion. Goodness. I didn't do any drugs. Oh, okay. It's not for that. Any rugs or whatever. Oh my goodness, girl. Yeah, I know, Tracy. It was because of anyway, a coffee account. Yeah, it's like little tips. Feeder content. How do you determine what's feeder content? Oh, this is over a cup of mashed potatoes. That's from a feeder. It's so stupid. Can we block this dumb?
No, Chantel's about to go on a block frenzy. What a surprise. Get rid of your audience on the lowly monetized channel. You'll be making money like me, Chantel, but you make more views, so you'll still make more money. But I'm just saying that she's a Sorry, I disappeared for a second. I was like, something flashed. Hopefully I'm back. Yeah, it's they don't like that I'm on a wireless. Anyway, let's keep going.
Or can we block? Yes, thank you. Bye. Bye bye. Sweet stupid AI. Ooh, I can't block. Coco. My big fat block finger is like, there we go. Bye. Oops. I used to fell. So pumpkin, yeah. Anyways, guys. I have to pin my PayPal and beg every live stream now because I don't even know. Bye bye bye. Whoops. No, Cowbot. As I check these things out as best as I can, but neither of them. What? Tiny Jambox.
And YouTube has something around their terms of service around advertising. I think you're like, when you drop your links like we do with your buy me a coffees and stuff, I don't think YouTube has so much of a problem. But I think when she's doing her PayPal like direct panhandling, I think that is an issue with YouTube. So there are some terms of service about that. So she doesn't see. And then I know that she did her appeal and wrote it probably when she was all gummied up and was pretty much trying to blame YouTube for doing its job on its terms of service. I mean, she's not going to win the appeal, in my estimation. I think she's going to lose the appeal because all the others have also. And she's, I'm sure she's going to try to clean her channel up because she's going to want to get back to that YouTube money. I don't think the Beezer channel is going to be sufficient. I don't know if YouTube's going to catch up with her on the Beezer channel. I don't know if they're kind of like, they haven't deplatformed her completely. So I don't know if they're going to have an issue, but I don't know then if they find out if they're going to then do something. I'd be curious to know if she gets the super chats and all those things back.
Whatever. Twitch is the way. Be quiet, Pam talks.
She can't handle
this guilt tripping. This unnecessary, negative, dramatic guilt tripping. Like, why? Are you motivating? Report. People are really sad. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, not giving up on the channel, but I don't think that I'm going to, like, why would I post primarily on that channel when there's no monetization, there's no incentive? Thanks a lot. What does Salah say? No, it's true. And I know that this will be demonetized too, and like probably by the morning.
I don't know yet about that. But I don't think that, I think that's not the correct attitude. I think you're supposed to, I'm sure there's something that they explain as to how you are to probably continue to, if you want your monetization back, you need to demonstrate to the company that you have made corrective actions. You are a 1099 contracted worker, Chantel. You are not an employee of YouTube. I don't think you can, scream discrimination on this one about your weight being the issues, especially when you do so much content that is harmful to yourself. You're an uncontrolled type 2 diabetic who has content eating huge amounts of carbohydrates. She never take responsibility. As serious as I sound, Chantel will never take responsibility for anything. And it's not just one single issue, Chantel. Like I said, they can read, the computer can pick up on the terminology that's used in your chat by all of your folks talking about food constantly. And you're not a cooking channel.
Bossman gifted. Thank you, Bossman. Appreciate it. Who got it? Thank you for the free membership. Sunny Michelle, I don't know. It's not already set. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a member.
Yeah.
What was our thing we used to do? I don't remember. I don't know.
Oh, we know that one.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll do something like that. That's right, Shamrocks, because, just do the bees. You think it would be better to do revenue from Kick? I did a poll between Twitch and Kick, and Twitch won. Okay, so Twitch won, so no Kick. Yeah, but they're saying that Kick pays you monthly or weekly or something. Is that true?
I'm so glad that she's working hard to try to figure out how she really can contribute to society with a career. Chantel thinks that she's, a social media creator because she's on a social media platform and she lays around and talks. At least I'm reacting to something, Chantel.
True? Can't I do both? Yeah. No, I can't. I could. She can't remove the content while appealing. I didn't glorify anything either. I wasn't like, look at me. I'll miss you on here. Well, what I'm going to do is just to come on this one.
Yeah, you did glorify stuff.
Teardrop. Hey, Bear. Yeah, I should do that. I was, Nami. No, I'm not going back to Syria. We will be okay. I hope so. Stop treating this like a funeral. Okay, bye. How does it feel to get? It's not very nice. Okay, we'll give you a chance. Unhide, put in timeout for 10 minutes, for 30 minutes for Sunny. He what? Pause.
Oh, she's the best YouTube has to offer. I mean, look at this quality content that she's putting out. I mean, how can these lonely ladies live without this? This is what's, and then the other ones with the fetish stuff going on, in my opinion.
Ugh, that's insane. That's really backwards. If they demonetize, it's really crazy. I'm sorry, but it is. Boring. You were 100K subs. The managers were always useless, so I just ignore their emails. No, you don't have to meet monetization rules, right? Oh, you have to go through the whole process again whenever, like if they say, okay, you've been approved to be able to be monetized. So then you have to reapply. Hey, Sneakerhead. I don't know, Amber. Hey, Heidi. And they
reapplying for monetization. I don't know. The first time, I don't remember it being that difficult. It just took time. It wasn't particularly hard, the paperwork. I mean, I've had much harder paperwork trying to deal with like Medicare patients on hospice. Far more complex. I mean, paperwork that takes 12 hours to complete just on the intake.
Rejected Amber Lynn?
No joke.
Home jobs. Oh, I don't think it does share the same account. Maybe that's why.
Right. Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You've hit the nail on the head there, Nancy. There are hundreds of videos of nothing but eating, food dripping from her mouth and her eyes rolling. Her eating from oversized plates and ladle spoons and this, that, and the other. Just, things that normal people do not do really while eating. And if that's not, and then just the beauty bite and holding the food. And you're not a review channel. I mean, you try, not really, because that's not what you just do. I mean, and then you ask for money to then get food to go eat with your subs. And then that's all the content is food. And then you talk about not getting your health care. Tell me where that's not harmful.
Maybe.
Wait.
Sneakerhead Queen Bee. Welcome to VIP's Club. Welcome. Thank you, Sneakerhead Queen. Welcome. Thank you. Who, me, Tiny Shamrocks? So, in Twitch, you need 25 followers, 3 concurrent viewers, and stream multiple times. 2 weeks. Okay, thanks. Of course, by the way, I'm gonna hustle and friggin' grift all I can. Cause they're not gonna pay it. They're not gonna pay me. Thank you, Nina.
For what I saw, she had not come onto the channel. She just updated it to the Beezer channel. But she may be with her family since she was out on an appointment somewhere. So she may not be as available. She's certainly going to be having less money for her rugs. She's, But Chantel probably has a little bit of money squirreled away because she's going to have money in pocket and grift off of other people who will give her the last $5 and then not do anything for other people. Why people support this baffles me. But anyway, keep going, Chantel.
So
Fascinating.
No, it's true. It's not funny, but it's like, why not? I earned that already. Oh, my freaking body. Good night, Nina. Thanks for being here. Amazing mod. What's Swag Daddy? Oh, you're on a different account here. I'm gonna be grifting. Yes, I will be. I'm sorry. I'm not happy about this at all. Yeah, it's midnight, eh? I should be going to bed soon. What? Why do you say that? Don't say that. What?
Didn't she say she was going to go live for an hour and a half if she received $150? And she did one very quick one, which she deleted. And then she did this one. And she's just been out here saying, I'm going to beg. She's just not even dry begging. She's just full on e-begging at this point and just asking for donations, which I just find that just for the money they sent her. Because how big is this group of people? We saw maybe 1,000 people go over. I always wonder how many are the core abusers, how many people are like joined and forgot too. And how many of those 100,000 subs are really a dedicated. I think it was like maybe the Beezer channel went up 1,000 subscribers since her other channel was demonetized. But I'm curious to see, because that channel is constantly growing in its size, like by the thousands. It's like, what was it, 107,000, 108 or something. I'm always curious, like, how is she getting all these folks that are just, signing up for this? She does nothing with her content. Who are these people, or is it her? Is it her just buying subs? Because who's signing up for this? Other than people who have a fetish around what she's doing. Look at her. 42. This is sad.
Say Pumpy. I don't know. Maybe I'm remonetized. What? This is all her fault, Pumpkin. That better be a typo.
Oh, I know.
One warning.
Oh, the thing with the cat is I just don't even like thinking about it, to be honest. Because she's going to use the cat to beg. And without the cat getting anything. And she's killing the cat's kidneys with all that dry shite. She's no competency in taking care of an animal. Canada, you really need to do better. I thought Canada had just like really nice people. Maybe I was just fooled by the advertising. But you've got two of the worst YouTube scammers on your platform. Between her and French Fried Girl, who are just the lowest. You got some awesome people too, like Goose Chuck. But these lowlifes, who just like treat animals as pawns to make money. Not that I don't have my cute dog showing to, elicit me as a slightly more human being. But I know people like to see the puppies. Look how cute they are. It's better than just looking at my dryer door. So it's, and obviously, yeah, it's a much cuter background. I need to get my studio ready. I have a room I could have made it into a studio. I'm just too busy.
Okay, I get it now. Okay, I get it now. No, Tiffany, you're the cat freaking out playing. Yeah.
Cat's bored.
Yeah, Sneaker. You guessed it.
Silicone for that stove.
Oh, Teardrop, how could I miss you? You're gonna move in and...
Can somebody please send her a silicone cover for the cat for the stove? Beezers, I know you watch me. Send like literally, don't Amazon, just direct send it from Amazon. I'm sure you know which apartment she's at. In that, luxury building over there. And just send it to her so that she can at least pop that over the top of the stove after she finishes cooking. So that if she happens to not be paying attention because she's high as kite, that the cat won't burn its paws. Because those things do happen. Because the cat may not know it's hot until it puts its paw on there. And that may be something that actually causes a 3rd-degree burn. Because she's stupid as heck and doesn't teach the cat not to get on countertops. I've had plenty of cats in the past. Mine didn't crawl on the countertops because they're not looking for food. Shouldn't feed them on the counter either. You need to feed them on the floor. So you're not teaching them to get up on that stuff. And then you need to get them some stuff they can actually do stuff with. It's just God. I'm happy you're demonetized.
So that sounds like a plan.
Couldn't happen to a better, nicer person.
What do you guys think? Just go on Twitch from now? Oh, no, on this channel for... Okay. What should I do? Sit around. How many hours do I need? What do I need to start making money?
I mean, dry bag. She got $10,000. Where's all this money gone? That's a quarter of what people sometimes take in the entire year. 10 grand. Maybe they make 40. And then after tax, it might be less. You're so unlikable. She's so unlikable. I don't understand how these people even like her. She's very unlikable.
On Twitch. Yeah, I need event money too. I need money for everything.
Sorry.
We can figure that out tomorrow.
I should be laughing.
Anyway, Crystal, I feel email their reps, Superboy. They give offers. Well,
I feel like she's not going to disappear. It would be lovely just to think that she's off of all social media and that she then would really have to. I don't think she's hireable. And I don't know what the job situation is like. She can't barely stand. How is this person going to be able to complete 32, I think, hours is considered full-time work in Canada? How could she finish 32 hours in a week of any type of work in a standing or even sitting position?
Yeah, if I don't make money off of a platform, I'm not going to be on it, period. Candy is still monetized. So weird. It is something like that. Oh, so Candy is monetized? It's people reporting. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, I'm just going to wait and see what they say. No, Amber. Oh, demonetized, yes.
I think the answer came back, Rosie said, fairly quickly. And we haven't, I will check and see if Chantel's come on while she's playing over here real fast.
Had my channel removed before. How to become an affiliate? How many hours, etc. Yeah. But yeah, like social media is a job. It is. I gotta work on it more, but amazing. I will watch you on Twitch. I'm subscribed. How do people make money on Twitch? No way. I think I'm okay. Rate your job and no. Oh, people can subscribe with Prime. Do I get the money? Maybe when I need one. Happy. I don't remember you really. No super chat. You apply for affiliate after 8 hours of streaming. Okay. 7 separate days. Okay, so I already have so 7 separate days. So that 8 hours of streaming has to be what? That 8 hours of streaming has to be over 7 separate days? 3 concurrent. Oh, so okay. 3 of those.
Oh, and people would be irritated to work with her too.
7 days have to be concurrent. That's confusing. Yeah, Bear, why, eh? I don't know why. I understand. Chantel, maybe you can apply for unemployment. I don't think so. The YouTuber, shovel. Yeah. Okay.
So the Beezus channel is now at 11.9 thousand subs, and I think it still has a join button, so you can still pay $2.99 a month and join the channel, where she has obviously never created an emoji, a special badge or anything. I actually had a actual artist. If you are a member of the Good Life community, all the badges, all the emojis, if you want to drop some thumbs up, if you're a member of the community in the chat at the moment, any members, there's a thumbs up emoji of me giving thumbs up for Foodie losing demonetization. But I actually had like a young lady design all this stuff. And, and it was fun just working with somebody. She doesn't do anything. She's just the laziest. It's just like, they should just have a terms of service about lazy content.
Yeah, it's your job. It's just BS, That's all. This too shall pass. Professional wrestling. No warning. I see you, Chubbalump. Thanks, Pumpkin. Yeah, I have an early appointment at like 9:30, but at least it's like at your house. And then I have one on Friday, a therapy appointment on Friday. They're like black, the hash browns. They're like burnt.
Oh, I think today was maybe her signing up to her healthcare. Maybe Friday's the therapy appointment. Thank goodness. Goodness. So, all right, I'm gonna go off camera just because I don't want to stress out StreamYard. The moment the Jets, I turned off like everything in my house, my phone, tried to limit what was on my internet. But I swear, when the Jets fly over, or my neighbors might be on there.
Really?
I don't know.
Inshallah, Heidi.
Oh, I was having this problem with
what?
Another service the other day.
Apologize for Twitch is based on viewers and how often frequently you are streaming over there. You get paid every 15 days through direct deposit or PayPal, and you need 50. Okay. I'm gonna have to really rack my brain when I'm more clear-headed in the morning. Some strong coffee. I don't know what to do. Y'all are saying, oh, you should get a job. Get a job. Like, if I get a job, I'm not coming on here. So, your beezers will not abandon you. Thanks, Sneakerhead. How do they?
Well, then the beezers are always going to have to provide her income. And Chantel wants about 10 grand a month, which is wild to think this person thinks she's worth $120,000 a year, which is what I think. Because she doesn't seem to be happy with the 6,000 she's probably making in YouTube AdSense. She's got to make all that Cameo and everything else. So she thinks she's providing this wonderful service to all these people, while she encourages them also to be as lazy and as slothful and as unhealthy mentally and physically, in my professional opinion, as she is. It's wild to me. I don't make that much money as an RN. So, and I certainly wouldn't be anticipating that my community should make up that much of a gap. If you guys want to tip me because you think I do give good content or I've got some value, then that's awesome. The views, the time, all of it. But she's literally saying to these people almost like a veiled threat. And she could go out and get a regular job. Last job place she worked at, she sued them for discrimination, for firing her for being, not showing up for her job. But she turned it and made it into a discrimination case on her weight. This woman has spent her entire life grifting whatever she can. And she still to this time refuses. She'll never take responsibility. I don't think she could hit rock bottom. And certainly this community isn't going to let. Wild to me. Wild. It is pathologically wild to me. And her community has no cares. Until this woman literally I don't think they would even care if she had a heart attack or a stroke online in front of them.
They determine the difference between a male versus a... Right. It sounds class action-y, doesn't it, Blob Ross? I think so. Oh, really? Why scrape? Sit in the morning and take some time to write. I think I already did. I don't know. He said he wanted a job. Right, Gwen? No, I mean, yeah.
I mean, she's horrified at I don't know how many. Drop a 1 in the chat if you have to have a job. I'll drop my 1 because I have to have a job. YouTube doesn't pay me like that. It takes a long time to develop that type of. And then, as you can see, if you do not try to watch how you deliver your content, it could be ripped away from you at any given moment. And these girls really, Alexandra Rodriguez looks like she's done so much better than these girls have. They have no property just because they've spent every penny on their addictions. Part of her money goes to all those men. That's what she's thinking at in the back of her head. Can't support the men.
I would really like pause. Oh yeah, Logurt. Just making it Shannon. Yeah, Shannon Rudd did it for years. Accepted responsibility for what, Miss Voorhees? I swear these people want to see us hung, literally. Like, what the hell? ChatGPT, okay. Ask them. I don't have another phone. I need to get another phone, but I need to worry about rent right now. I just find it ridiculous. Yeah. You did nothing. No empathy. Nope, not going to bed yet. Witness thing. Don't get it either. Anyway, I just want to hang out in bees and be chill. You have to follow.
Imagine all this lady anticipates is that everybody else will pay for her to lay around, to absolutely sod nothing, not even take care of the one thing that's living in the house next to her, which is the cat. Can't take care of herself, so I'm not surprised she's incompetent with the cat. When you cannot do your own personal self-care, how are you anticipated to do an animal? I mean, not that you have to come out looking like a glamour queen. I'm just saying, have the drive to get yourself up and do your stuff for yourself. And how are you going to be taking care of an animal? I mean, it's just, and she just wants to lie around and she says chill, which just means basically get high.
The problem is they're not consistent with their policies because I don't glorify it at all. What I was having to eat is not like, I don't know, stupid to me. Whatever. G-Finger, welcome to VIP's Club.
Hi. I mean, that's just what's so wild. I'm sure she did not, like I said, expect that she was going to be demonetized and then need to come out and start a huge beg. Because look at the state of this thing.
Welcome. Welcome to the VIP's Club. Thanks, G-Finger. Thank you, guys. Really, Barbara? Can we just all bees on this channel, please? Like, seriously, please? Thank you. Anyway, if they deny my appeal, I'm not coming on here. That's why you never quit your day job. Yeah, I gotta figure out something.
And the part of it is you can also have a lot of fun. It's not all bad. I've been having fun all day. But I have responsibilities. I have a bunch of schoolwork to do this weekend. But I'll still have fun and come out on my channel and get out with, like I said, tonight. I had some fun appointment that I did to glow me up a little bit today too. So, I mean, I love Christmas time. I usually give I don't have a family or anything really anymore. A lot, just as fate would have it. But I try to make the most of everything. I just could not imagine being this down in the mouth. I promise you, I've had, and I'm sure a lot of us, like many of us, have had many a hard knock in my life. But they do say that those of us, and obviously I came off camera just to kind of save the, put less stress on the StreamYard, that Gen X is a pretty resilient generation just because our parents tended to be kind of out working and we were latchkey kids. And so I think that she really lacks resiliency. Everything that she's talking about is reliant on what other people are going to be able to give her. And when I've had situations where I've unexpectedly had a job loss, we had a time when I was on a contract and was getting really well paid, and a situation came up that there was a fatal incident that happened with another travel RN in a different facility, but within the same organization. And they were like, we got to get all the travel nurses out of here. And I was on a really good contract and was about to have it extended again. And, was making very good money. It happened to be close to my house too. So was in a really good situation, a hospital I knew well. And suddenly just had my contract ripped from me. And so, I mean, I understand. And then I had to lose my job when I got really sick and I was out of work when I first started doing a lot of YouTube for 6 months. I had a illness that put me out of work. in fact, I felt so unwell a lot of days. I couldn't even, come to YouTube to try to make some extra money, and blew through my savings. But I don't think I talked about it, but I don't think I ever, I was new to the channel too, to come out and just beg from people, like show up and be like, oh, other people have problems too, Chantel. And I think you just don't read a room. Other of your beezers have problems too. But you get upset if you don't want to help them. I came back. Goodness me. I am so tired of this. All right, guys, let me try to finish up in the next couple of minutes, because if I still have anybody here, I'd be surprised, because this is a nightmare. I don't have Ethernet, I guess, and if it's the afternoon time and the jets are flying over, because I live very close to a naval air base, and I have like 5G wireless, and so everything is from the wireless, like from my box. I don't know. Nobody cares about that, Ray. All right, Chantel, finish this out, girl. I might not get all of this finished, though, so I apologize. And for the technical difficulties. I might take me off the screen.
Be kind. You do? Eugenia is remonetized? Well, we're going to have to wait and see what happens. Inshallah, Foodie Beauty will be remonetized. You think so, Nasreen? Plan. I guess second plan is Twitch. Just want to punch a wall for you. I know, way. Thanks, Teardrop. I just want to go to work on this channel, pause. Yeah. I know, but I had like good revenue from members on that channel. I think I'll be good in 3 months. Salah gifted 5. Oh, Habibi. Thank you, Habibi. Katie. Hello. Who got the memberships? I don't know, Ocean. I don't think so, Ocean. Do more brothers.
Chantel's trying to end all our live streams.
Stop gifting YouTube money. They don't deserve it. We better get some of this. Stop being friggin' downer. Ugh. I paused your sub. Better to pay directly into my PayPal. Yes, please. Thanks, Habibi. Habibi also 10 Salah. Ready, set, remonetize. No. In my studio. Everything should be turned on. Salah, is there a way for you to go in and check if there's... Oh, do we have like an option to turn on and off the super chats and stuff, monetization or something on this stream?
They must have turned those super chats off. I'm surprised. Maybe they were just getting a bunch of people sending like rude comments. Because Chantel she don't care. She'll take a rude comment if it's money involved. So I'm surprised they didn't have that switched on.
Because it's showing monetized. I don't know. Are you divorced? What does that matter? So I have to treat him like he has a disease? Like, I don't get it. I can't be civil with him? Like, I don't know. Have some gawa? Whatever. Who the hell are you? Islam police. We let you check. Argila. Will you still get paid? I don't know. I should.
No,
But I don't know about that. How do you lose the money? Argila Shisha.
She will not be paid for November and she will not be paid for December. You lost both of those paychecks, Chantal. If you make over $100 for this channel that you're on, the beta channel, which I'm sure you will in December, then you will be paid.
Yep.
But not from your others.
I've never had to click on that. What? I don't get it, Ash. I don't get what you're saying. Oh, the link to the merch. Does anyone have the Salah the fourth wall? I don't know if you can pin multiple stuff. The PayPal and the merch, but Sneakerhead Queen was asking. What? Snowed. Well, thanks, Bear. There's the link. Sneakerhead. Teardrop. Will I go live here? Well, I mean, I'm trying to decide if I should go live on Twitch, which I don't want to, but I prefer to like keep doing what I know, or should I stay here? More Islam police. Wait.
Doing what you know. I'm sorry. That's interesting to hear her say that. Doing what you know, Chantel. Okay. Well, that's what got you in trouble, girl.
Do you find it from the appeal? Yeah. But I wanted to get it like ready to go, like already affiliate, like already.
Oh, you are okay, Pat. And I'm going to be probably knocking out of here in about 12 minutes because I got to get out to dinner and I don't want to be late. My friend always gets irritated. I got to get the puppies out to potty before I go.
Paid. Like, I don't want to wait for this one to. No. No, I'm not moving. You made a Twitch just for me. Yeah. Today, Barb. Word of the tea and mug.
Unlike Chantel, I don't expect my community to be having to be at my beck and call at all times. And when you do show up, Angel of Glass, Pat Ray, all the mods, Sammy, Catherine, I don't have many. I just really appreciate it, because it's you guys give your free time too, in supporting this channel and helping make sure the chat stays fun. So appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, Sneaker. Appreciate you. I hope you like your items. Thank you. But do live stream occasionally on your channel to keep in the algorithm. Yeah, I should. Go to Kick, 5%, Twitch takes 50. What?
Oh God, what you want?
Thank
like
you, Sneakerhead, for purchasing the merch. If you guys want to do that, go ahead. You know what? I really want to get some too, but Chantel, you legit stay in your lane, and the dumb bees still at you constantly. Yeah. I'm just relaxing, chilling out.
All right, guys, I'm back. StreamYards has absolutely made. I know we've been waiting for this moment forever, and every time I turn around, StreamYard is just knocking me out and killing the stream, and I have no idea why. I've not had these issues with StreamYard. I was having these issues with one stream. I think I need to come in here and clear my cache or something. I don't know. I'm going to do something to hopefully make these things behave. Hopefully one day maybe I'll set up a studio and connect to some Ethernet or something, because it seems that what I'm learning as somebody who works at, doing live streaming, I'm surprised at Chantel's stuff, but if you're trying to show, I guess, multiple different platforms, and I have other things connected to my wireless of my service in my house, like my TV is automatically connected, my Ring camera automatically connected. Obviously this computer, I turned off my phone, and I guess it just is too much for this wireless. And obviously the wireless is also coming in wirelessly to the box, so there's like no wires around. And I think it, like weather, anything inclement will mess up the transmission. So when the jets are flying overhead, or I have any type of interruption, it just seems to make it worse. Daytime, I think, is probably more straining on it. I don't know. And the thing is, it's like, really? They're trying to move all this AI stuff and stuff into the... Let me see if I can at least put the camera on for 2 seconds. I'll make myself big for a minute, because since I cannot seemingly get Chantel any further. So I apologize, guys. I'm so bummed. The dogs look cute, though. I'm going to try to see Restream and see what happens. I feel like, just defeated, because I don't want a bunch of wires in my house, and I really don't want to have to be connected back up to old-fashioned Ethernet, because that means I would have to move all this studio setup, which I have no time to do at the moment because of grad school and stuff, life, jobs, shit that Chantel never worries about, and move it into my spare room, which is literally like my storage room at the moment. So there's a lot of work that needs to happen in that room. And then I could connect this to the Ethernet, which would make these streaming services much more happy. But I also need to make sure there's a wireless connected as well in order to get my TV and so forth, or to bring my laptop away out of that room in order to do work in the house, So they want to push all this AI stuff, and yet I can't even get my technology to properly work on the day. Anyway, oh my gosh, I don't want to complain. It is so frustrating, though. So it's just so frustrating. I feel like the only times I can live stream are in the evening, maybe, or in the early morning, I guess. I feel like this time of day is just too much interruption. And I feel so bad for all of you who are taking your time to spend with me, because I'd like to give a quality stream. I don't want to give something that's terrible. Oh, and I'd like to find out. I don't know who it is that's killjoying me. I don't know if it's StreamYards. I don't know if it's my 5G Verizon wireless service. Some days I have great streams with this stuff, and it was horrible with one stream. It worked for a while. Like I said, I don't know. I might have to clear a bunch of stuff out of my computer too. And sometimes I forget to take the firewall. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. It's too much. Too much technology, and it seems to always be messing me up lately. Ever since I got rid of my other service, because it was so bad too. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you got a haircut. Oh, no, I did not get a haircut. I actually due to go to the hairdressers on next week, I think, or on the 18th. And I'm supposed to get some type of hair, maybe some color put to the end. No, this actually, believe it or not, is my natural hair color. No dye. My natural, all natural, no hair dye hair. So I appreciate that. I am horrible with hair. So yeah. Oh, that's gorgeous. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And the puppies. I know the puppies are so cute. So anyway, I appreciate you guys. I don't think any of us are going to be sad that Chantel lost her monetization. I'm going to try to figure out all this streaming stuff again. I'm going to try with Restream. I was going to try that service. But StreamYard has worked really well recently, so I'm sad today. Oh, don't feel bad. YouTube has also been glitching and internet providers suck, so you're not the only one with streaming hiccups recently. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. OBS killed 2 streams I watched in the last week too. Well, that makes me feel much better, Pat, because I have been just having the worst. And you would think, being in Virginia, where we're like the Silicon Valley for data centers, which is horrific. You would think, since I'm so close to so many data centers, that I would get the best services. But I really do think that sometimes when the jets start flying over, I get like the interruption, because they're like, doing like probably messing with the waves, and the wireless gets interrupted, and then it just becomes super unstable. It tells me my wireless is unstable. So yeah, I just try to be cheap, because it's $50 a month for my home wireless. I don't want to pay hundreds of dollars, got enough bills as it is. YouTube's a hobby. But I did want to thank Lori for her generosity, and Pat for showing up, and Angel of Glass. And I'm going to kick out of here because I'm going to go meet my friend for dinner. And we will keep an eye, and I will try to come back and talk about Foodie again, and hopefully not have these streaming issues and make it a lot more fun. All right, guys. Wish Junebug and Roscoe Merry Christmas and happy Vlogmas, ViBeMas Day 11. Bye.